I am here with writer extraordinaire Michael Allen Nelson of 28 Days Later and Hex. Michael, how are you this WonderCon?
I'm doing wonderfully.
Now, is this your first WonderCon, or have you been here before?
I've been here, I think, the last 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years? Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, when we first started out with 28 Days Later, by the way, I'm a huge fan of 28 Days Later. I thought, it was taking a chance releasing the comic many years after the film came out. But you blew me away. What was that experience like working on 28 Days Later?
Well, as a fan of the film, it was absolutely fantastic. It's a rare opportunity that you have to work on a property that you just thoroughly enjoy. You love the universe, you love the characters, and when the opportunity came, I just jumped at it. The fact of the matter is, I was not on the short list of writers they wanted. Yeah, they were looking for other people, but as soon as I heard that Boom was getting the license, I'm like, I want this job. So I went in and they're like, give it to me, and they're like, no, sorry, you're just not on the short list. They're looking for somebody else. And so I tried to bribe them. That didn't work. I walked in the office with a gallon of kerosene and a book of matches. That didn't work. So what I did was I went ahead and I'm like, okay, I wrote a short story about Selena, showing that what I could do with their character in their universe and how I can tell a story. They loved it and put me on the job. So yeah, and it's been a thrill ever since. It really has.
Now, have you noticed any of the fans from the films gravitating towards the comic books and first discovering that a comic book actually exists?
Yes. In fact, that's, I think, how most readers actually came to the book. They're like, oh, I really love this movie. I didn't realize there was a comic book. So I would go and, I'd tell them what it was about, and they take a chance on it. And usually when they buy the first trade, they'll come back for the second trade.
Now, when the whole zombie genre is once again rising from the dead, as it were. Now, while these aren't zombies, but they're more infected, are you getting some more of those kind of fans anyway, of the horror genres as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's interesting because just yesterday, as a matter of fact, Max Brooks is signing next door, and his line was actually in front of here, and it was actually kind of flattering when people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm reading that series. It's really good. Thank you." Yeah, so it's nice to see that that even though technically they're not zombies, it still falls in that zombie niche. So and people seem to be gravitating towards it. Yeah.
Now, you've done Hex, you've done 28 Days Later. Are there any other future projects we should look out for?
Well, I have a couple of projects coming out soon. One is called Insurrection 3.6. The first issue actually dropped, I think, like 2 weeks ago. And then I've got another one called Malignant Man. So, yeah. And
if fans want updates on your future works, where can they find you on the web?
Obviously, you can find everything that I do at boom-studios.com. I also have a blog, which I think has all of 3 people following, but it's called Man's Machinery.
Yes.
I'm actually pretty easy to find on the web. Just, Michael Allen Nelson, and, all my information pops up, so please, feel free to stalk me.
Well, Michael, thank you so much for all your hard work when it comes to writing comic books. If you keep writing them, I will keep reading them. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Michael Allen Nelson, everybody.